we're going to spend the day talking about software productivity and sustainability, and I'm just going to spend a few minutes introducing the people and some of the projects and a few other points of information before we get started. I'll cover that slide in a minute, but I want to introduce first the team. So I'm David Bernholdt from Oak Ridge National Laboratory. We have Anshu Dubey from Argonne National Lab, Todd Gamblin from Lawrence Livermore, Jared O'Neill from Argonne again, and Bayana Norris from University of Oregon. We have all been members of the Ideas Productivity Project, which is part of the Exascale Computing Project. Some folks have moved on and are spending more of their time on other things. And some of the projects that they're now more involved in that are represented here include Exastar, SPAC, and XSDK, most of which have ECP connections as well. So you should have the slides in the Slack channel. I put the first block of slides up there a few minutes ago, and you're welcome to go and look at the report to learn, that's cited down in here at the bottom, to learn more about the Ideas Project and what we do. This is one of our activities. We're trying to help promote better software practices in the community. This is the kind of outreach activity that we do. There's a lot of other kinds of outreach engagement that we do, and there's also a lot of working with application teams and other software development teams. And you can find out more about that. A couple of things that you may be interested as well. We have a resource site called Better Scientific Software, which is meant to help you find resources to help you improve your software practices. So you can visit that and learn more. We also welcome contributions. This is a community-driven site, so we're interested if you have experiences and things you'd like to talk about. We also have a blog if you'd like to write for us, so you can find out about that. And if you are interested in some of the things that you hear about here and want to find out more about what our project is doing in the future, you can sign up for our mailing list. Has just a couple of messages a month, and for the BSSW site, we send a monthly digest which updates some of the new things that are appearing on the site each month. All the information that we're presenting today is on our website. The URL is right here, and you just have to find the ATPESC link and go into that page. You can also see some of our other material. There's a lot of material today that is different from our usual Better Scientific Software tutorials. So if you went to something like SC21, you'd see 6 hours of presentations which happen to be recorded, which include many different topics. So if you're interested in more, that might be a place that you might want to go visit. And then I wanted to spend a moment explaining slide 2. This appears in slide 2 of all of our presentations. It's called License, Citation, and Acknowledgement. So we license this content under a Creative Commons license. And we want to acknowledge our sponsors, which is primarily the Exascale Computing Project. And these are sort of the first lessons in best practices. It's always good to make clear the license you're using for your software or for your content. And it also never hurts to acknowledge your sponsors. And finally, we want to interact with you. We're going to be here for the day, and we're hoping to have a lot of chances to talk with you. There are some hands-on activities that are available from the other tutorials like SC21. If you wanted to do those on your own, we'd be happy to provide feedback, and you can reach us at this email address. All this information is also on the tutorial web pages. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to start with a motivation and overview, just really high level, talk about some of the best practices, why these things are important, and some of the best practices that people think are important to follow. Anshu's going to talk about design of scientific software. Then I'm going to talk about software licensing. Todd's going to cover SPAC, which is a package management system that has become quite broadly used, especially in HPC. After lunch, Anshu's going to talk about software testing and verification. Jared is going to talk about the idea of lab notebooks and what that means for computationally oriented people. And then Jared and Anshu are going to sort of continue that discussion, talking about taking that into managing computational experiments, which are done not only by computational scientists and engineers, but also computer scientists and other people. If you want to write up a paper or something like that, you have to have results to show you're doing some kind of experiments. Then we're going to, Boyan is going to talk about some tools that can help understand your software development. We're going to have an opportunity for 2 paths. We're going to have some hands-on time with SPAC, and then we're going to have an opportunity for general discussions. So if you can, I think it'll be either staying in this room to do the hands-on or going to another room that we can just talk about. We can have Q&A or talk about some of your experiences, questions, things like that. After dinner, we will be willing to come back here for a while and talk further if people are interested. And we've always found that to be a really good, interesting discussions with you folks.